They're going into this Spidey production.
I feel like I should be confident, but I'm not.
Are we doing drugs? Is that what this is?
This is gross.
I just got back from Hawaii, pretty fun little vacation with my family, and I brought these guys back some goodies to share with the crew. They've all been working really hard and they need some treats, so there's some macadamia nut chocolate things down there. I also was able to bring back something more interesting and unique, I think. I basically met some locals. They grow cacao beans and they actually sold me some raw cacao beans here. Cacao is what chocolate is made from. You can refine it down to cocoa, which is what add into our chocolate bars and everything. They are a mild stimulant, so they have some caffeine-like properties.
Are we doing drugs? Is that what this is?
I mean,
Smells like chocolate. It tastes like kind of like really light coffee grounds or really plain dark chocolate.
these were actually first cultivated in South America. The Mayans used to call this the food of the gods. They believed that the gods gave them this gift of these beans
Why did they think that?
because they actually have healing properties when they're prepared correctly. And the Mayans had this drink that they'd prepare. It was the first instance of hot chocolate ever. Their culture valued it so highly that they'd use it in all these ceremonies, even as currency.
Here's the thing about currency. Currency isn't value.
Unless you're on the bean standard.
It's the representation of value.
So I guess we're gonna determine today how much value these beans have. I'm gonna actually attempt to make this ancient Mayan elixir here in the studio, and we're gonna try it. People feel effects. I don't know exactly what spiritual awakening means when I read it.
What kind of spiritual awakening? What are you talking
Dude,
about?
just go with it, man. We got some herbs and spices to mix with these magic beans. I've never done this before, so we're gonna learn together. We're gonna learn as we go here.
So this is supposed to make you calm.
It's supposed to make you energized, actually.
Energized and aware, and if you have too much, it'll make you euphoric.
We're not gonna drink a high dose though, because this is all of our first time doing this ceremony. Take a little, yeah.
What? I can just eat this.
Yeah.
Is it chocolate?
Yes.
Are we doing some ritualistic Mayan thing here?
Yeah.
Actually. So are we gonna have to tie someone down to a table and cut open their stuff? He just nodded. Are you gonna make hot chocolate? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'm going to make ancient Mayan hot chocolate. Yes.
I'm really curious about how this makes you feel.
Danny, is this the biggest video you've ever made?
Yeah, I think this is the biggest video I've ever made.
Danny and Nico are two boys. They're going into this Spidey production. It's gonna be the first video that they've shot together. Danny now has been working here for a few months, but the difference between Danny's content and the stuff that we make is we have structured scenes, we have action scenes, we have conventional storytelling. So it's really going to be important for Nico to come in and help guide that process for Danny.
I feel like I should be confident, but I'm not. I feel like we've accounted for everything, but because I'm so new to this and this is like the biggest thing that I've done, I'm not confident that I have thought of everything. I can't think of anything else that possibly needs to be planned, but I also am worried that there are more things that need to be planned. It's a little overwhelming.
What's the matter, Danny?
I was expecting a smaller desk, or I was hoping for what would look like an office. This is a conference room. I guess I should have known when they said it was a conference room, but this has a long conference room table. The scene that I had envisioned was Jameson at his desk and Parker sitting right in front of his desk. It's not gonna work here. So just trying to figure out how I want to block this now.
Nico is gonna need to trust Danny's writing, and Danny's gonna have to trust Nico's filmmaking experience. If they can do that, it should work well.
It feels like you just need the locations, the actors, and then you're good. But you really need to iron out every single detail of how the shoot's gonna go. That way it runs smoothly and you don't show up on set and have to just wing it.
Studio 71 has been gracious enough to use their main conference room, but they blocked it all the way out from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So originally our idea was to come a little later and squeeze it out all the way to 2 p.m., but we figured why not take advantage of the time slot they've given us. Let's get here as early as possible, so it's 10:45. We'll shoot as long as we need to. No matter what, we have to be up by 2, but I'm not worried about that. We'll definitely be done by then, moving back to downtown.
What's Peter said? Let's block the scene and.
All right, let's do it. Jake, you wanna block this? Peter, we're gonna run through blocking real quick.
Why are you still here?
So I'll cue the scream to happen and just sort of look around like you hear something off in the distance and you know you need to go to help somebody. Okay, let's try to run through it one time.
Are you kidding me? We've given him more publicity than anyone else in New York City.
Jake, maybe say, did you just say something? Why are you still here? And then he responds to that with, yeah, okay, I'm on it. Instead of, because he's already saying, yeah, okay, I'm on it, and then you say, why am I still here? It's like telling him to leave after he already said, I'm leaving.
Yeah. You want me to do that after the woman screams?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna grind these beans up very fine into a fine powder because it's gonna help the cacao to blend into the water. Okay.
Woo.
Yeah, dude, I can feel that.
It's so strong, but so clear.
We're going to boil some water. I'm actually gonna add in the cayenne pepper, let it simmer for a little bit, and then I'll start adding the actual cacao to the mixture, stirring it in bit by bit. It's really up to the cook how thick they want to make the drink. I've seen people add less water, which makes it more of a thick kind of like smoothie-like texture. That's actually smelling really nice. So this is turmeric and black pepper, which I've seen in a couple recipes. I don't know how historically accurate these spices would have been, but we're gonna add them just for flavor and the healing properties as well. I'm actually gonna put in a little bit of ginger next, and then the cinnamon. So it's actually taking on this really kind of thicker quality now that I've been stirring it for a while. Like the first time I ever came to the studio to work on like Snapper Hero back in I think 2014. You know, I was kind of like nervous because I hadn't been to this studio before. I hadn't worked with Sam Nico for a while. I went up here to wash my hands and like I turned this on. There's like a spoon like perfectly lined up with the water. Just like turn it on. Water goes everywhere and splashes me. And I'm like soaked. You're gonna think I'm such a dingus. This freaking Splash Boy up here, what's he doing? Yeah. The reason I made this wasn't to like feel some crazy effect. It's just I think it's really historically significant. Yeah, I do think it's cool. So,
Man, that
guys,
looks like something else.
it's some Mayan hot chocolate.
So we're about to go on a quarter digital spirit trip.
In the ceremonies, it is recommended that you take every sip as a spiritual endeavor and you enjoy every sip.
What LSD is
I know. What did you put in this?
Just sip it, you don't have to drink it all.
Alright.
Wow, that is heavy.
Yeah.
What is this
that,
is gross.
It tastes about as good as it looks.
Smells like hot chocolate, and then you taste it, and it's like chocolate without the good, sweet part of chocolate.
Spicy.
What is that?
There's no peanuts in this, is there?
No wonder every sip is a spiritual journey.
Spicy.
I like the spiciness.
It tasted like I took a shovel out to like a cemetery and just started shoveling dirt into a cup and then drank it.
Spicy dirt.
I'm gonna have more.
I thought you said it tasted like dirt.
Yeah?
Oh, you were a dirt kid.
I was a dirt kid.
So it's good to know that I don't live in 1400 central Mexico, and that's what I have to drink for spiritual journeys.
I bring the guys foie gras. Nick brings us dirt beans.
I'd be down for some more.
All right, Red.
2 ounces is what you're supposed to drink?
How many ounces do we have the first time?
One.
We only took half.
Oh, well, we gotta do
we gotta do the full
dose. Go on your full journey.
I mean, you guys all seemed really stressed when I got back from vacation, so.
I just gotta shoot it, man.
Dude. Okay, yeah, you might not want to do that, but.
Why not? Oh, we just went for it.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, Carmichael?
So you're helping Danny with the Spider-Man video?
Yeah. Well, it's a long script. Also, the end scene had Jane Mary upside down the whole time.
We have a scene in the video that requires people to be hanging upside down while eating dinner. And quite frankly, we just don't really have the budget to pull it off safely.
But we came up with a solution, and that is upstairs I have a pull-up bar that I'll do inverted sit-ups on. Christina, who's playing Jane Mary, does aerials and all that kind of stuff. So she has no problem with just going inverted for one shot, which if we can write the script for that one shot, then we're good. Did you do that, Danny?
I did.
Oh, we're good. And there's this great scene with a cop pulling over a Spider-Man for just not swinging fast enough. But we kind of realized that it's just kind of an aside joke, and it has a ton of the effects work, so we cut it. Or rather, I should say, I cut it, and hopefully Danny's not mad at me.
We'll see.
I don't detect any wrinkles on that forehead, so we're good.
We brought it down to a place where we can shoot it with the resources that we have. Don't worry about that, 'cause you're not gonna eat.
Excuse me, young man. Do you know where the Spider-Man set is?
Sigma lenses, the art ones, the best.
Hi, Danny.
Hello. It's going good. The first scene went really well. We knocked that out pretty quick and efficiently. Now we're just waiting to start this next scene. This is the scene where Parker is planning on proposing to his girlfriend Jane Mary. He also is planning on telling her that he's not Spider-Man. It's a very pivotal scene in any superhero movie when the love interest finds out that the superhero is the superhero. Or in this case, he's not a superhero.
How are Danny and Nico doing?
You're doing actually really well.
Really?
Yeah, there's no drama.
Great. Perfect.
You know, Danny is a great director. I don't know how much he's directed in the past, but he's really shining, crafting these performances in his specific comedy style that really, you know, translates from Vine to YouTube in a really nice way.
How you doing, man?
Are you legit feeling okay?
I'm great. I want to play video games right now. I'd be so good at them.
I'm pretty good. I feel like maybe a little lightheaded. I sort of think it might just be the placebo effect.
It feels like a caffeine shot almost, you know?
It literally feels like I just took an espresso shot.
Yeah.
Do you think your arachnophobia is cured? Do you feel more one with the spiders of the world? That's right.
You're touching a spider, Ren.
That's remarkable.
Hello.
Like a slight lightheadedness. It's like drinking one beer.
Nice.
Hi. How's it going?
Dude, great, man.
Yeah. Wait, is this going out tomorrow?
This is going out tomorrow. So I'm literally editing the video that you're watching right now.
Man, you guys never see like what happens the day before a release. I stared at a light and then my eyes hurt.
It's so bright, dude.
I'm just gonna put it down while it's.
What do you got on your plate today? A lot of renders?
I don't know.